What up, you guys? So you guys have seen all of the YouTubers, the big names, CoryxKenshin, Moist Critical, Trey, whatever. You name the YouTuber. Everyone has made a video talking about how unfair and the misjustice and, you know, racism and favoritism, sexism between all the platforms, Twitch, Hulu, YouTube, whatever, you name it. I am here to show you guys one video real quick. Let's go ahead and just watch the video flat out, you guys. I'll link it right now. Let's get into it.
Researchers at Yale showed teachers this video clip of 4 preschool students. Their instructions: look for misbehavior and click when you see it. The study was kind of deceptive. None of the kids in the video actually misbehaved. The researchers were using eye tracking software. What they actually wanted to study was who the teachers were watching. Both black and white teachers spent significantly more time watching the black boy in the video. This study showed that even preschool teachers can treat kids differently based on their race without even realizing it. Look elsewhere in the US school system and you'll see this show up in other ways, like at this middle school in Bryan, Texas. They gave students tickets for offenses like disrupting class or using profanity. Black students were 4 times more likely than white students to receive those tickets. Nationwide, black boys miss way more school due to suspensions than any other group. And this can start a kind of chain reaction. Missing weeks of school due to suspensions makes students much more likely to drop out. Without a diploma, you're much less likely to earn a living wage and much more likely to be incarcerated. All this missing school is helping to drive the highest poverty and incarceration rates in the developed world. So it's worth asking, how'd we get here?
Even though this was a study done by Yale and covered by a credible media source, I say credible media source because people are referencing other YouTubers on YouTube that make stories and documentaries, and they're claiming that as facts. Vox Media absolutely going to be a credible media source in this description, in this video, in this context, and people are still going to say that, oh, it's crazy, oh, it's false, oh, it's wrong. No, the reason why this is so impactful is because those teachers are some of the preschool teachers, kindergarten, middle school, high school teachers who are formatting the brains of your children, your future children, and they're having this bias on their mind, you guys. This is absolutely terrible. How long has this been a thing? This is just coming out in 2022. How long has this been a thing? This is what I ask of you. This is what I ask you to critically think about, you guys. And people are still going to find a way to refute this. Oh, that's a lie. It's fake. Think that you could have accomplished, the self-confidence you could have had when you were going through your angsty teen years, if you had a teacher who actually thought and looked at you with the best in mind. Now, I'm not saying all teachers are thinking like this. Of course, not all teachers are bad or have that stereotype. It's just, you know, I've had teachers that have believed in me. But I know for damn sure that I also had teachers who couldn't see the greatness in me, the limitlessness in me, because of their own biases and insecurities or their own experiences in life. I'm just a fresh, tight little kid, wide-eyed, trying to, you know, sold the American dream, you know, want the White House, a picket fence, the nice car, you know. Think about yourself. If you are colored, even if you're not colored, what about the biases? This is why in corporate, I don't know about you guys, but if you're in corporate, if you have a job, right, in corporate America, some of your jobs have what is known as bias trainings. They try to uncover and unroot. There's videos that, you know, it's the little scripted interaction between Becky and Nancy and Jared and Hassad, and, you know, they also got Ling, and, you know what I mean, they got every person from the human diaspora in this video, and they're trying to unroot the biases and the stereotypes that everyone has in order to increase cooperation with all the co-workers in the company, you know what I mean? And so this is something that I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, you tell me if you know about education. Is this a requirement for teachers to have? Do they have to go through bias training before they can actually be in front of kids, before they can actually I got a sister, she's in high school, she's a sophomore right now. When my middle sister was going to school, I was hearing stuff about the teachers like cursing, saying terrible things. You're not going to amount to shit. You're not going to be shit. How many times have people said that their teachers have thought of them like that? You know what I'm saying? What can we do? Do you want to talk about the kids of the future of America? Do you want to talk about the kids of the future in general? Well, what are we feeding into their minds to help to aid their growth into being like very like in order to integrate into society, you know, as a working being that abides by the social contract, that isn't going to just rob, steal, kill, whatever, you know what I mean? So to round this all out, if this is happening in 2022, if teachers are still going into schools having biases and stereotypes of black, white, Asian, whatever, of kids, don't you think that people that are 30, 40, 50 who have started companies like Facebook, companies like YouTube, companies like Google, started any kind of company, don't you think that people in general have these types of mindsets? Don't you think that people who are in positions of power are using their biases and experiences to either limit the reach of certain peoples? So to round this all out again, you guys, CoryxKenshin is onto something. Gideon is onto something. I just don't think that they hit it quite on the head yet, you guys. I think that they were missing something like this. And it is so different when it's coming from an accredited, well-respected university, something that's been a semblance of the greatness of human minds, like Yale. Like it's different when it comes from Yale than when it comes from someone like me or someone like on YouTube, you guys. It's so much different. It hits different. And so what I'm trying to say is that, yes, there are absolutely going to be like depressions, repressions of black content creators, all of this stuff. Anyone who says otherwise is absolutely refusing to acknowledge reality, or they really want to, they're pushing their own propaganda. They want to continue to attack and go against this narrative that black people or other races of people have it differently than they do, who are the Caucasian, because they aren't experiencing the Jeff Bezos wealth. They aren't experiencing the Rockefeller wealth. Well, how about this? How about this? This is unfucking popular opinions, you guys. If you are a white person and you can't exceed, right? And this isn't this. If you think some fighting words, fuck it, whatever, some fighting words. But this is actually some genuine, real words. The reason why I say what I'm about to say is because we need to be able to come together. Look at I spend $100-$200 when I go to the fucking grocery store. Don't you think, as black and white people, especially if there's another black person in your fucking position, you guys? If you're a white person, don't you think that person has some sort of fucking competence? Don't you think? I want to tell you this something real quick. For black people who achieve highly, right? I'm not talking about fucking music. I'm not talking about sports. That's completely fucking different. Completely fucking different. I'm talking about like corporate America. I'm talking about on YouTube. Don't you think that guy, that black person or that girl has a somewhat degree of competence that they should be on your level? Well, how about this? They have to work 3, 4, 5 times harder than you because everyone else doesn't think that they're doing good. Because that kid, that individual, that person had to grow up fighting all of the stereotypes, all of the things that other people believe that person to be. They knew what worth they had within themselves and fought, swam against the grain, and are now in the same position that you are in. Because not only are they competent, because they had to fucking go harder. They were dealt way more challenges, and they didn't lay down. They didn't lie down. They got fucking stronger. That's what happens. This is what happens in the hood. This is what happens. They call them grounds, battlegrounds, building grounds, training grounds for people to become amazing people if they don't fall within the traps, right? This is what I'm just someone that's just a little bit more equipped with the words to say the shit that other people are thinking, to say the things that people are unable to say, unable to articulate. This is what CoryxKenshin and Gideon is talking about. Favoritism, sexism, racism, yes, it absolutely exists. If you are a white person, otherwise that says it doesn't exist, I ask your intentions. I truly want to know where you think. I truly want to know how far you can even empathize or sympathize with fellow human beings. I know that that's a very short thing sometimes for people when they get clout, or even without clout, you guys. Some people just in general just don't give a fuck about other people. It's only about them and their own, which isn't always a bad thing. But No, seriously, I really don't think it's a bad thing. I really don't think it's a bad thing, unless you're damaging and you're hurting other people, right? Then I think that's when there's some issues with that. I'm a follower of a Jack Donovan. Your tribe. You should protect your tribe. Anyone else that isn't part of your tribe, you don't owe them anything besides the common decency of the social contracts that we all have to abide by as citizens of whatever country you're part of. Aside from those basic duties, I don't owe you any fucking thing. That's why when people talk about, we gotta protect the women. You're not my, if you're not my mama, if you're not my mama, you're not my daddy, you're not my auntie, you're not related to me, you ain't my girlfriend. I dare even say an ex, because some girls that I used to be with treated me like shit. I don't owe you any fucking thing, right? Now, of course, if I saw something that's just terrible, I'll try. Possibly, depending on what the outcomes are going to be. Am I going to get killed, putting myself in danger? Is your boyfriend, if like we were talking about a girl for the most part, right? Is your boyfriend, a crazy ex, going to come and shoot me in the fucking face because I'm trying to stop you from getting hit? Fuck no. Fuck out of here with that. Let alone some of these guys out here. How many videos we see of women beating the fuck out of guys? I just saw a video of a woman running over a fucking guy. And guess what? It was a black dude. Black girl ran over a black dude, and another black dude came on the scene. He was the first one on the scene. He saw the whole thing happen, right? And guess where he went? Guess where he went? He didn't go to the black girl. He didn't go to the black guy. There was another person, some white dude, old white dude who got hit. The black guy went to the old white dude first, right? But the story's not over. The girl that ran over the black dude with her fucking van got out of her car and commenced to whoop the black dude's ass for like 2 whole minutes with the other black guy sitting there. Y'all are pathetic. Fucking pathetic. But you know what? You have got to remember that a lot of people in society aren't shit. A lot of people in society will leave you for dead. Will leave you to die. And this is a very real thing. This is what I go into life understanding and thinking about. Some people might think it's depressing. Some people might think it's, whatever. No, what it actually is being realistic. You can move and create the world that you want. You can bring people around that you like once you know the rules of the game, you guys. Now, with that being fucking said, what do you guys think of this now, man? This is absolutely true. I know I'm very late with this. I was banned right in the middle of all of this stuff, you guys, which fucking sucks. But anyways, we're here. And so with that being said, man, it's your brother Trey. Now, updates for what I got going on, you guys. I am about to be moving, which is why my everything looks bad in the background. It's messy and stuff like that. I just don't give a damn anymore at this point of cleaning it up and stuff because I'm getting ready to move. I dyed my hair. I'm also going to be starting cycle 2 of my fitness with some PEDs. I'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to go and talk about my stats. I'm going to show you guys my body. I'm also going to show you guys, possibly even the food that I'm eating. And I'm going to be documenting the whole journey. I'm even going to be doing live videos pretty much every time I go to the gym once I start the cycle. I'm detoxing my liver and everything right now so that I can get prepared for it. But, tune in. Hit that notification bell down below, you guys. And hit all notifications so that you can see every video that I post as soon as I post it, so you can stay updated on this journey that I'm about to go on to, you guys. So many people on Reddit, so many people on YouTube are looking for it, aren't talking about it because they're ashamed, but whatever, to each their own. It's your brother Chuck, and I'll see you guys in the next one.